Okay, so dear student, in this class we discuss about the combination of resistances, okay, or resistors. In last class we understand about the Ohm's law, resistance, concept about resistivity, and some numericals. Now in this class we discuss about the combination of resistance. You see that here there are two types of combination of resistances. One is series, another one is a parallel. Series means end to end connection. End to end means suppose this is one conductor. Now this end of the first conductor is connected to the first end of a second conductor. Here this is a resistance, this is first resistance, okay. So this is the end point of this resistance, and we have another one resistance, and this is R1, this is R2, okay. Now the end point of the first resistance is connected with the first end of a second resistance. This is called series combination. And parallel combination, when both endpoints of both resistances and the starting ends of the both resistances are connected together. That means this is the first one R1, this is R2. When these 2 points connected together, these 2 points connected together, this is called parallel combination, okay. So now in this class we discuss about the series combination. So before we derive the formula of equivalent resistance, in both combination we find out the equivalent resistance, okay. So we have to remember these 3 points. If you remember these 3 points, it is easily for you to derive the equivalent resistance expression. So first point, the current to the circuit remains same. In series combination, the current to the circuit remains same, okay. So that means if this is R1, this is R2, this is R3, R1, R2, R3. So current through each resistor, here also be I, here also I, and here also I, okay. So the current through the circuit remains same. Second point, the potential difference becomes sum of the individual potential difference across each resistor. That means in between these 2 points of the first resistance, the potential difference is suppose V1. In between these 2 points is V2. In between these 2 points is V3. So total potential difference V equals to sum of V1 plus V2 plus V3. That means in series combination, I is same, current is constant, but potential difference is a sum of individual potential difference across each resistor. And third number, equivalent resistance of the circuit is the sum of the individual resistance. We proved this one. This expression, this one, this third one, we proved this. That equivalent means in place of these 3 resistance, we used only one which is equivalent to this. Okay, that means whatever value we get here, whatever the data we get using this 3, same value we get using only one resistor in place of this 3. That is called equivalent resistance. So now let's see about the derivation. This is a circuit diagram for series combination. R1, R2, R3 are connected end-to-end connection. A, B and C, D. A, B, C, D. This is R1, this is R2, this is R3. This end is connected to the battery, then key, then ammeter. So we know the direction of current positive to negative. So like this way. Ammeter measured the how much magnitude of the current, how much current is flowed through the circuit. And as we know from the second point, the potential difference across each resistor is different. So here first one is V1 across R1, V2 across R2, V3 across R3. Okay, so total potential difference across A to D is V. That means V equals to, we can write V1 plus V2 plus V3. Here it is mentioned B means battery, K means switch or key, R1, R2, R3, 3 resistors, A is the ammeter, I is the electric current, V1, V2, V3 potential difference across R1, R2 and R3. Now if we apply the Ohm's law across each resistor, first across R1, R2, R3, what we get? First, between A and B, that means across R1. So V1 equals to I into R1 because we know that B equals to IR. Similarly, in between B and C and D, we get V2 equals to IR2 and V3 equals to I into R3. Give this equation number. Now, if we added this three equation, 1 plus 2 plus 3, we get V1 plus V2 plus V3 equals to I is constant. I take common R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. Now, if we consider the equivalent resistance of R1, R2, R3 is R equivalent. It is represented by like this way, R equivalent. So, in place of this three resistance, if we use only one resistance, another thing are same. So, we have V equals to R I into R equivalent because in that case only one resistance is there. So, potential difference also be 1. So, that means V 1 means across this is the circuit diagram. In place of these 3, so potential difference also across only R equivalent, that is considered as V. So V equals to I into R equivalent. Okay. Now, as we know that from the second point, V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay. So in this equation, in the equation 4, in place of V1 plus V2 plus V3, we can write V equals to I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. Now we compare this equation and that equivalent, this one, this resistor, this equation. So if we compare equation 5 and equation 7, we get R equivalent into I, that is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3 into I. So I cancel both sides, so we get R equivalent equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So in series combination, when we find out the equivalent resistance, simply we added the resistors. So here we consider 3 resistors, that's why we write R1 plus R2 plus R3. But if you have n number of resistors, in that time you can write R equivalent equals to R1 plus R2 plus dot up to Rn if you have n number of resistances. Okay, so it is proof R equivalent is the sum of each resistor, individual resistor. Now in series combination, some disadvantages also be there. One disadvantage, all are in series combination, all electrical appliances are connected with one switch. So if we switch off any condition, in any condition, then all electrical appliances gets off. Or we can say that if any electrical appliances get damaged or circuit is broken in somewhere, then whole circuit or whole electrical circuit get damaged. Okay. Now here, as as the electrical equipments or electrical appliances connected in resistance, so overall resistance is increases, and we know that if R is increases, the current flow from the supply is decreases. It is very low. So these are the disadvantages of series combination. Now let's talk about some numericals. Here 3 resistances R1, R2 and R3 are connected in series with a source 240 volt with key, switch or ammeter. So here we find out total resistance, that is series combination. So R equivalent equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So we get 60 ohm. And total current through the circuit. So we get the total equivalent resistance, and V equals to 240 volt. So we know that V equals to I into R. So I equals to V by R equivalent. So we get 4 ampere. So this is the total resistance. This is the total current. And this one, here also 2 lamps M and N having the resistances 15 ohm and 20 ohm are connected in series. If the potential difference between 2 terminals of the electric circuit is 220 volt, find the total resistance this plus this, and electric current through the circuit, same as first one. But it has also the second part, also find the potential difference across the 2 lamps separately. So for first part, total resistance is 15 plus 20, 35. Total resistance we get, and we have V 220 volt. So we easily get I equals to this divided by this, we get this one, total current we get. Now second part, potential difference across each, that is V1 and V2. V equals to I into R, V1 equals to I into R1. So I means this one, R1 means 15. So we get V1, V2 equals to this. How we can understand this is okay or not? If you add this two, you get the total, that means 220 volt. That is a total potential across the across two resistors. Okay. So here we take this is as point, so we take up to 2 decimal places. If you take the whole number, you easily get the 220. So if you add this two, you get 219 point something is nearly equal to 220 volt. Okay, thank you.